Number 21 asks us, why does the vertical line test always reveal if a relation is a function? So remember, the vertical line test says you take whatever your curve is, so or not even a curve, right? It could be a set of points, or it could be a curve, it could be anything, whatever your relation is. And it asks you to think about at any given, in fact, let me change the color for a second. I'm already inking. Let's change the color to red. Okay, so my black is the thing I'm checking to see if it's a function or not. And so what I'm doing the vertical line test is I'm drawing sort of mental vertical lines throughout the entire thing. And if at any point it passes through the relation at more than one spot, then we know it's not a function, right? So that's the vertical line test. Okay, so choice A says the reason this works is because a function cannot have multiple dependent values for a single independent value. So this is clearly it. That's it, right? It's saying exactly what the vertical line test is showing. It's saying that at any given place, if you pick a single independent value, which is like drawing a line through the entire place where x equals 3, for example, right? At that whole place where x is some value, like x equals 3, a function cannot have multiple dependent values is saying it can't have multiple y values. It can't have more than one place where it hits this curve. Okay, so this has got to be the choice. But let's just read through the others to eliminate. I assume you're watching this video because you were confused by this. So part B says it does not always work. There are some uncommon functions which fail the vertical line test. So that's not true. The vertical line test really will work for any graph that you have, any relation. C, because some values of x are excluded from the domain. That's obviously not true, but if I'm trying to explain why, so it's perfectly okay if you don't have certain x values in the domain, right? If you're, let's go back to black here. If come on, here we go. Oops, it's red. All right, whatever. Work with me. You could have places, in fact, if it's a relation like this, there could be maybe just these 3 points is the thing I'm testing if it's a function or not. So there's an infinite number of x values that are excluded from the domain, and that's totally okay. It's the vertical line test would still be just checking for all the places where we do have x values, is it possible that there's more than one y value, right? So this is not telling us anything. And then part D, because all conics are not functions, well, whether that's true or not, that has really nothing to do with the vertical line test, right? Conics are things like circles, an ellipse, and a hyperbola, a parabola. Those are all conics. And in fact, some conics are functions, right? A parabola could be a function. So again, this is not even true, and it doesn't have anything to do with the vertical line test anyway. So choice A has got to be the right one.